Neurodiverse Night Out will be taking place 1 week from today at the Burlington Golf Country Club. Our Jason Agnew chatted with the executive director for the Center for Diverse Learning, Carolyn Rankin-Boutin, to get the details about the evening. But he started the conversation chatting about her personal journey and how she was originally diagnosed as a neurodiverse learner.
So I'm one of the majority of women who weren't diagnosed until adulthood. I wasn't diagnosed until my 30s. And what's kind of shocking is that my entire career, I have worked in special education. I have worked with learners who learn differently and couldn't see it inside of myself because of the shame and stigma that still exists within our society. And I would judge myself instead of trying to find a reason why some things were harder for me than for others. And so I really didn't know until my 30s. It wasn't until I started studying how autism looks differently for women than it does for men that I started to see myself in some of those symptoms. And I was like, oh, that's very interesting. And then I just followed that path towards diagnosis.
Now, you know what? I didn't know that. Is there a distinct difference between genders in regards to the way that autism affects people? Because I just thought every diagnosis would be different, but I didn't know that there was a gender line as well.
Sure. And it's not true for everyone, but we're starting to understand and just starting to understand that autism symptoms may look differently for girls than boys because we're socialized differently. And girls often get a lot of social cueing from other girls. So they may appear more socially, quote unquote, appropriate than where young boys may really stick out. And so it can look quite differently for women and men. Female autistics tend to be very talkative, and that's not something we often associate with autism, but that is really common with females who have autism.
Interesting. All right. Now, this, of course, would be something that would be covered at the Center for Diverse Learners. So how do people, if, they have a child that maybe they're having some troubles with their studies, have a suspicion that perhaps they need to, work on a different way in the education system, a different way to learn, how does the center help and provide that assistance?
That's a great question. So for families, if you have a child and you have concerns, you can go straight to our website and you can book a call with one of our resource facilitators who will walk you through the process, walk you through what you need to do. And we get calls from parents at all parts of the journey, whether you're considering diagnosis, whether your child has just been diagnosed and you need some support of what to do next. So that's a piece of what we do. We also provide free literacy, math, and social skills programs for students. And we also have a high school drop-in program called Homework Health, where high school students can drop in, get homework support and mental health support at White Oaks Library and Glen Abbey Library. So we're meeting that need in that way. And then the other piece is we work with the community to provide information so that people know more about neurodiversity. Because what we hear a lot of times is people understand a little bit, but they don't often understand the impact or what they can do to make things easier for neurodiverse individuals.
Now, I'm sure all of these will be covered at the Neurodiverse Night Out, so let's talk about that. It's one of the reasons why you're here. It's happening September 9th. You will have guest speaker Rick Green from, formerly of the Red Green Show there. He's always talking about ADHD, as he has had struggles with that, and also his son has as well. We had him on last year to talk about this, but tell me more about that night and what people will experience if they do attend that night.
Yeah, why we're so excited about this night is we believe that neurodiversity needs to be celebrated. A lot of times we're focused on the needs of our community and not celebrating our community. So this is a night to celebrate. It is meant to be a fun event. This is why our speaker is Rick Green, who is hilarious. He's presenting on understanding your loved one with ADHD, but what he's presenting on really applies to any type of neurodiversity. So you're going to learn a lot, and you're going to laugh while doing it. Last year, we had so many people who said, I didn't know that. And they started going down their own journeys because they didn't really understand ADHD. So this night will be a great way. If you have someone in your life who has ADHD or you're suspecting that they have a type of neurodiversity, sometimes the best way to learn about something is through honesty and laughter. And that's what Rick Green is really offering. And we couldn't ask for a better setting. The Burlington Golf Country Club is beautiful. The food is going to be great. And we'll also have a silent auction and some games for fun too.